A good story time we never heard. I can tell y'all the time I almost lost my virginity. Like the first time I was supposed to lose my virginity, but it didn't happen. And it didn't happen because, well, I have to tell you the story in order for you to understand why it didn't happen. I be seeing a lot of people like telling the stories on how they lost their virginity, bro. I almost lost my virginity. You know, it's a pretty embarrassing story though. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's kind of embarrassing. I ain't really told nobody this story before. You know, the time I almost lost my virginity by AveryB. So the year was, I'm not sure the year, but I know what grade I was in. I was in the 8th grade. Girls was on free shit in 8th grade, chat. Now let me tell y'all a little something about me, man. You know, in middle school, I was not on that. I was chilling. You know what I mean? I was just starting to talk to girls on the phone and on Kick. If y'all don't know what Kick is, y'all is lame. Y'all late. Y'all late to the party. Who know what Kick is? Chat. If you know what Kick is, drop a comment if you know what Kick is. Kick was the shit back in the day. You know what I mean? So around 8th grade, we was on Kick like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So that's around the time I had my first girlfriend. I had a girlfriend on Kick. You know, every night we'll fall asleep on the phone and kick each other at the same time. You know what I mean? It was lit. You know, shout out my nigga 60 Way. If you know who 60 Way is, he know about this shit too, man. He was at my house one night. He was spending the night at my house. I was on the phone with my little girlfriend and shit, and I was texting her on Kick and shit. But I just tell you that story just to tell you the time it was. You know, that was around this time. So I'm in 8th grade and it's a Friday. If you don't know how Fridays get when you got school, bro, Fridays is them days when you just feel like you got a mini summer break. Friday last period. That's what it was. It was a Friday. We about to hit the weekend break. We in the last period of school. We waiting on 3:10. At 3:10 the bell ring, everybody go home. It's 3:00. So across the classroom, it was this girl. It's so crazy. Bro, that's why I don't be liking to tell these stories, because somehow the girl that I'm talking about gonna figure out that I told this story. I don't know how she gonna figure it out, but she gonna figure out I told this story. She gonna text me on Instagram and be like, why you talking? Like, it happens all. That's why I don't be telling story times, bro, my mama. But nevertheless, it was this girl who was in 8th grade. We're gonna call her Brittany. Brittany was not her real name, but that's the first name that came to my head. We're gonna call her Brittany. So Brittany was across the classroom, and she was trying to get her attention. You know what I'm saying? She'll be alright. Brittany was trying to get her attention and shit. You feel me? Brittany and me, you know, we was cool. We used to talk and shit. The thing about Brittany is this, gang. Brittany rode my bus, and she lived not right across the street, but damn near right across the street from me. Y'all know how, like, you got a neighborhood, like you got a small neighborhood, it's a main street, and it's another small neighborhood on the other side. She lived on the other small neighborhood on the other side, and it was a main street, and it was my neighborhood. So we literally got off at the same place. No, we didn't get off at the same place, but it was close. Like, you know how a bus stop can be real close? It's damn near the same place, but they kind of accommodate you based on where you live. So Brittany bus stop was right before mine. She get off first, and then I get off next. But it's like 2 minutes away. But if I was to get off at her bus stop, then I can literally walk to my house easy. So let me take y'all back to class. I'm just giving y'all context right now. Let me take y'all back to the classroom. So I'm in the classroom, Brittany trying to get my attention and shit. Blase, blase. She finally get my attention. I'm like, we're going. What we doing? Like, what's up? We chopping it up and shit. Mind you, we cool though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never been to her house, but I know where she stay. And we didn't have these conversations where we chopped it up and shit before. So Brittany on some shit like, what we doing today? My parents not home. Nigga, I felt like I was in a J. Cole song. You know when J. Cole was like, it ain't nothing like the first time she was in my math class. And then eventually she was like, the parents ain't home, so I came over. Nigga, I was living a fucking J. Cole Wet Dream song, my nigga, on my mama. I was living a J. Cole Wet Dream song. It was genuinely just like that. She was like, my parents ain't home today. You trying to come over? And let me tell you the type nigga I am, bro. My heart beating fast as fuck. I'm scared. I'm scared as fuck. Like, she really on that. She trying to, like, really though, she was really on that, and I was scared. But I'm gonna play it cool though. Like, my heart like this, but on the outside I'm like this. My heart like this, But on the outside, I'm like this though. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, my mama ain't home. If you want to, you could come in. I'm like, so Brittany, what we gonna do? You know what I mean? I'm trying to play it cool and play. I'm hoping she capped. Like, this is the moral of this. I'm hoping that she's lying, bro. I just hope that she's just capping her ass off and she just wants to get a reaction out of me just to see if you know what I mean? Like, I hope she was going to be like, I'm just playing, boy, stop, da-da-da-da. That's what I was hoping. So I'm like, hey, yeah, what we on? Let's do it. Bam, 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 bam. All right, cool. So look, she was like, all right, you better get off at my bus stop. I'm like, I bet. I'm going to get off on your bus stop tonight. Today. I'm gonna get off on your bus stop today. When I get off on your bus stop, I'm just capping my ass off. I'm capping because I'm scared. My heart's still beating fast. You know what I'm saying? But my exterior is like this though. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking a good game. I'm talking my shit. Brittany talking her shit. She like, oh yeah. When we get to my house, I ain't gonna lie. The next word she said, I'm not gonna repeat it. Cause that shit, it sounds so crazy, especially coming from a middle school 8th grade girl's mouth. The thing that she said, but it was along the lines of she was describing like her you know, I don't know. It just sounds weird to talk about this from my perspective now when we was in the 8th grade. You know what I mean? So I don't want to say what she was describing, but you can put context clues on it. She was like describing that shit, like, oh yeah, when we get to my house, nether regions. She was describing her nether regions to me. Like, yeah, when we get off this bus, we're going to go in my house. And then she started describing her nether regions on what I'm going to see. On my mother, twin. She was telling me this in class, gang. So, you know me, bruh. I'm talking my shit, but my heart beat faster. I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, my gosh. She's really on that. You know what I mean? But I'm like this though. Your heart be beating fast, especially when you feel me, like my shit beating, my shit banging. But I can't let her see that though. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, whatever. So mind you, remember when I told y'all it was 3 o'clock? The bell hit at 3:10. To when we was talking for 10 minutes about this shit. She 10 minutes describing how we gonna get on this bus, how we gonna get off this bus at her stop. Remember I told y'all her stop right before my stop. You can get off at any stop. Bus driver don't give a fuck. She wanted me to get off at her stop. Her mom, her parents not home. She wanted me to walk in her door. And then nether regions. That's what we gonna call it, right? Y'all know what that means. Nether regions. Netflix, nether regions. So I'm talking a good game. She talking a good game. 3:10 hit. The bell went off. I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit, here we go. So me and this girl, Brittany, we walk into the bus stop. We get on a bus. We sit in the back. We probably got like a 15-minute drive to the house. The drive came about. We still talking about the same thing. She talking about how her nether regions is this. Mind you, she's in 8th grade, gang. Brittany has multiple kids now. I'm just gonna tell y'all, Brittany definitely has multiple kids now. It makes sense why, because how the fuck she was talking in 8th grade about her nether regions. So we on the bus in the back, she talking about this and that, and we finally got to her bus stop. The bus stop. I'm still hoping that this girl is capping, bro. I'm still hoping that this girl is just playing a good game, that she not gonna do that she's scared. Mind you, bro, I'm still in this J. Cole ass song. It ain't nothing like my first time. I ain't never did this shit before. I don't know if she have. I'm gonna be honest, but she talking a good ass game like she just ran through 5-10 niggas in school. I ain't never did this shit, bro. I'm scared. But I'm still talking a good game, trying to keep my rough exterior. So we finally get to her bus stop. The bus stop. Psh, y'all know when the bus stop in that motherfucker. Psh, nigga, that was the longest psh I ever heard in my life, bro. You know what I mean? The door is open. She look at me. I was on the window seat. So if you on the window seat, you on the inside, and the person right here got to get up before you can get out. So she scooted over. She got up. She looked at me. She gave me that look, grabbed her book bag, and walked off. So I grabbed my shit. I walked off that motherfucker too. We stepped off that bus, and now we off the bus. The bus leave. We off the bus. The bus leave. It's just me and Brittany. Mind you, her parents not home. She wanted me to come in that motherfucking house. She said, all right, you ready? Let's go. Guess what I did, chat? Guess what I did, chat? I want y'all to guess what I did. Somebody guess what I did, bro. We at her house, and we in front of her house. The bus just left. She walking in her driveway. She walking through her driveway. She like, come on, let's go. No talking. Come on, let's go. My mama ain't here. Come on, let's go. Ding, ding, ding. Funny Mari is right. I ran home. I didn't even say shit to her. I just ran. I ran the fuck home. I ran my ass home, bro. She was trying to get me to come to her house, and I was scared as fuck. I finally cracked. I finally folded. I folded, bro. I ran. Bro, that's the fastest I ever ran in my life, bro. Book bag on my back. Science book in the book bag. That's the fastest I ever wanted to get home and do my homework in my life, nigga. I was so terrified and scared, nigga. I'm not gonna lie to you, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie, bro. She put fear in my heart that day, boy. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all, this girl, Brittany, she got multiple kids now. So, you was the short kid with glasses. I did not have no glasses. I was a short kid, but I was a short kid. I ain't had no glasses. But I was like that, though. Don't get it fucked up. Don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Football team type shit. You know what I'm saying? Real nigga type shit. You know what I'm saying? Curving hoes and wearing fire clothes type shit. Don't get it fucked up now. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't ready for that, though. I was not ready for that, though. I ran my ass home, bro. And that was kind of the last time I talked to Brittany, bro. You know what I mean? That was probably kind of the last time I really talked to Brittany on that scale. You know? She probably found somebody else, man. You know? But shit, that's how it go, though, chat. That's how that shit go. That was a quick story time for y'all, man. That was some embarrassing shit that happened in my life. How old were you? I was like 12 or 13. I was probably 12 because I always was like younger in my grades. I think I was 12. The story time. Who this story time about? It's this girl that was trying to take my virginity when I was 12 years old, and I was scared, and I ran home. I wasn't even a teenager yet, bro. Yeah, I wasn't even a teenager yet, bro. I was scared as fuck. I think she like 2 years older than me. So if I was 12, she was going on 14. Because it was always like that in my grades. It was people that was 1 year older than me, and it was people that was 2 years older than me. You know what I mean? Like going on the next year type shit. Story time, how you lost it. I can't tell that story time, bro. I can't tell that story time. The only reason I told the story time about Brittany is because like this is so old and it's so disconnected from like, you know, YouTube and cameras and shit. You know, like any story time that I tell from like late high school to now, you can dead ass go backtrack it. You can go any story time that I tell you right now from 11th, 12th grade to now, you can go backtrack it. Any girl that I talk about, no cap, bro. I could tell you about a girl I had sex with and she did a crazy thing, and you can dead ass go on the internet and speculate and probably get it right. That's why I don't tell story times, bro, because my life on the internet for real. So I don't want to own. Hell nah, gang. I was 17 when I lost my virginity, though. I lost it kind of late. In today's day and age, I feel like that's the perfect time to lose your virginity. 17 years old, I think that's the perfect time. Really, if I could have waited, I would have waited to 18. I'm capping, but at 17, 18 is a good time to lose your shit in my opinion. Cause motherfuckers like Brittany was trying to get that shit up at 12. Like, what the fuck is we doing? You know what I'm saying? My pizza here. My pizza just pulled up. They just texted me. I did not know that Papa John's can text. I was 19. That's a smooth age. 19 is a smooth age, especially for a female. If you a female, you definitely need to be losing your shit after 18, cause you can think now. You know what I mean? Shit. If I could pick an age to lose my virginity, I would have lost my shit at 25, cause that's when your prefrontal cortex developed at 25 years old. I would have lost my shit at 25. You know what I mean? No cap. Yeah, I didn't play that as you shouldn't. You shouldn't play that in high school, bro. Y'all shouldn't let these be. Hey, all my females in the chat, man, don't let them little boys be touching all over y'all. Y'all be letting these little boys with these dirty ass fingernails touch. Hell nah. You better make sure your fingernails clean. I had to make sure my shit was clean. No, my shit always clean. I be doing like my shit always manicured. I don't know if you can see it. Can y'all see that? We always got a manicure. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, hey, y'all better make sure, you know what I'm saying? Don't be letting them little boy with them dirty ass fingernails touch y'all. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some class about yourself. You gotta be cognizant of who you letting in, you know, especially for a female, bro. That's very sacred, you know what I mean? Inside of y'all body is extremely sacred. You can't let just anybody in there. Cause these niggas be weird. And now you got all that weird energy inside of you. You know what I'm saying? Sweetheart, don't do that, sweetheart. You know, and I'm telling y'all that because I'm looking out for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. My piece about to pull up to the door any second. Do anybody remember how much they said my pizza was going to be, or did I have it muted? Y'all want to babysit on stream?